EA Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away first. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So UTSA's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
The Roadrunners headed quickly to the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Scarlet Knights offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
On second down, wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going. And the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play and you knew it was going to be a pass, you cover everything short, but then the quarterback just makes something happen. I mean, just good luck trying to get him. That's why he plays QB. That's why he's so dynamic.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Tackle is made after the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
On second down, looking again to throw. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Presley. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down for this offense. To the air, it's McCown. He's got it. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. New set of downs after that completion. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And you don't usually say that very often. The strong safety with the sack. Usually a guy you spin down in the box, but you could tell he knew what was going on, diagnosed the play, saw he had an opportunity to go get that quarterback, and he went and got it.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They try to pop a run on the draw. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Number 82 on the field goal.
And it's a little trickery, and they flip it ahead. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
From the gun, the running back has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Gets it out fast. At the 45, on its way. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those kicks.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this pass continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll come out throwing on first down. He makes a catch. Got a lot of running room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Pulls it in. It's Wilson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in San Antonio as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. Wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Roadrunners will kick it away to start the second half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to...
And he breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down and run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Snap in the shotgun. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Allen. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Roadrunners racing to the line in a hurry-up. Hand off from the shotgun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Roadrunners have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it on 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Oxford for some time. They're up by 17 over Western Michigan. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the quick shuffle pass. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Motion from the offense. Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Gets away. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Now second down as they try to run this clock. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Now improvising. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. That's the last thing you want as an offense. A negative play. A sack on first down. On second down, just keeps firing. It's complete. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, UTSA.
Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And the Roadrunners will hustle to the line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of shoot.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, UTSA.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Slithers into space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The give as they work on that clock. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Griffin. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Fires into the end zone, and he's got it.
job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The option look. He's loose. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. A run for the quarterback. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Rutgers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Out of bounds at the 34, a productive job by the return team. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know,
and they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Quick pass on the jet motion. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now on second down. Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on second down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass.
Got enough space. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his